Alright, grade 2. Welcome to your new class. I'm Miss Itzebet and we are going to be the Doughnuts this year. So this is our door. And then, get ready for the class tour. I'm going to try and hold this as steady as possible, but excuse me if I don't. So then we have our cups here in the hallway, which you will not be using now when school starts because for health reasons. So I want each of you to please remember to bring a water bottle to keep at your desks. The cups are here purely for if or when this whole thing blows over. Now your names have already been put up, so each of you have an assigned little spot. And then if you look to this way, that is Mrs. De Bruine's class, and here are some donuts in the windows already. Then we come to the entrance, where you will see our theme for this year is the donut, and our motto. And a motto is like a little phrase that we need to keep in mind this entire year, and our motto is "Do not worry, be happy." So you can see some more donuts here in the window, and then here are your lockers. I have not put your names on yet. I will probably be doing that this afternoon. Okay, I'm taking this video on Thursday. You'll be seeing it on Friday. So probably yesterday I would have put it up already. It's just Miss Kanondo's turn with the laminating machine. Good, then our entrance, we have some donuts on the door as well. And then we come to this part, which is where we will be doing our timetable. Okay, so every morning you're going to come in, you're probably going to come sit on the carpet, and we will go through our timetable. It will not always be this short. Okay, here's a notice board. That's mainly for me, to be very honest with you. And then this is basically my area. Not really too much to do with you, but let me just show you. This is my cupboard with all of my files, all of my admin things, some more donuts in the windows, my desk, everything donut. Alright, then if we walk this way, here is where our books or your workbooks are going to be. Alright, when you come in the morning, you're going to walk in, put your homework book over there so that I can mark it eventually. And as soon as we have work to be done, whoever our helpers are going to hand out the books. Now here, the helpers are going to be behind the door. Your names will all be here in a list and they will rotate. So they will switch every Monday. We will choose a new helper. Or not actually choose, it will be the next one in line. So this is where your workbooks are going to be. All of them are going to be covered with the pictures that you colored this week. Then we have some sight words here. I'm not going to read them all with you right now, but we will read them as soon as you come in class, and I want you to take a look at them every time you come fetch a book, because these are words that you are going to be using very often. In writing, you're going to be seeing them in reading, so important words. Then we move on to this part. All right, now you can see it says sweet treats. Let me read it with you. This donut says 10 minutes in reading room. This one says no shoes. This one says story time. 5-minute dance party. Work on carpet. Brain break. No homework. Play a game. Happy letter to parents. And 15 minutes free time. Now what this means is if you are behaving very well in my classroom, you did amazing on a quiz, you cleaned the reading room without me having to ask you, you were kind to a friend, anything that is nice and kind and sweet, you will be getting a reward. Hard work will also get you rewards. So, and then you can choose one of these donuts and you can do whatever it is that it says on it. As you can see, your stationery boxes are already on your tables, those of you that I have. Your seats have been assigned, but don't worry, it's not set in stone. We can still change it if, for example, some of you can't see on the board or this one is more comfortable here. Not for unnecessary reasons, but for example, if somebody struggles to see for far away, of course I will make some changes. All right, then on the board I've already kind of written your first lesson, and it says donut or donut. Now you will see at the beginning of in the class it says d or a, g, h, n-at, like the first one, but on your cover pages for your books it says d or n-at, and that is donut. Both of them say donut. Now what I explained to you here is that donut with the o-a is the UK or the British spelling, okay? Here in Namibia, we use the UK spelling of things, in South Africa as well. I think throughout the entire Africa, if I'm correct, but I'm not sure about that. We use the UK spelling. Both mean the same thing. Even though they are spelled differently, they are the same word, they mean the same thing. They both refer to a donut, those yummy things that we eat. This donut, Doughnuts, is the USA or the American spelling. We do not use the American spelling. Other UK or USA spelling differences, for example, in the UK we write colour with a O-A. In USA you write colour only with a O. In UK, favourite with a O-A. In USA, favourite just with an O. UK organised with a S, and USA organised with a Z. Those are just a few things. This is not a lesson. This is not something you need to know for a quiz. It was just for interest's sake. Good. On top of the board we have our even and odd numbers. We will go through those when you are in class with me. And then here we have our consequences. So if you have bad behavior, if you are rude, if you do not do your homework, all those type of things have consequences. Grade 2, which means if you get a warning donut, it means you still have a chance to redeem yourself. It's just kind of me telling you, hey, watch out, your behavior is not acceptable. If you keep making me angry or you keep being rude, you will get a teacher's choice donut, which is where I will give you a punishment that suits me at that moment. So either clean something, or you're not allowed to take part in a fun activity, or you're not allowed to play a game with, something like that. Some consequence that fits your actions. And then if you keep making me angry, this one goes back on the wall, and you get this one, which is where I will send an angry message to your parents, not angry at your parents, telling your parents why I am angry with you. Good. Then we have some posters. Here's our birthday wall. Of course, your birthdays still need to come up because I don't know your birthdays yet. But this wall will be filled with your names and your birth dates. Here we have our kitchen. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't used this a lot. But last year's class helped me clean it out. I decorated it with some nice little flags just so that it looks a bit more cheerful. I would like to ask if by any chance somebody at home has an extra kettle or something that they would like to donate to our little kitchen. We have an oven, okay, that's about it. So if anybody has something they would like to donate to our kitchen, we would really appreciate that. That is not a necessity. It is just something that if somebody has something, of course, it would make our lives much easier here at school. Good. Then we have our Namibia on the wall. We will be dealing with that when we get to science. Here we have some posters about time. And then I'm also the art teacher, grade 2. So here are all of the art supplies, or not all of them. Just the paint, crayons, those type of things. And then here are the 2 art cupboards. That's full of papers, and this is full of your workbooks and things. Then we have some more donuts on the wall. And then we come into our reading room. Here is a dollhouse. Now, one of the first things I'm going to ask you when you get to school is to kind of decorate this dollhouse with this. So we have a bunch of little castles and homes and things. You guys get to choose who lives where, who goes where. There are doors in between. So we have this I depsed it. Miss Profate really wanted it in her classroom, but I won. So I'm very happy with our little dollhouse. There's a little place for you to draw on the wall. If you have some free time in the reading room, then we have all of our books to read and some games to play. Alright, so that is the reading room. Very nice and bright in there, and the reading room is more a reward than anything else. Then we come to this cupboard, where we have our dictionaries, some reading books, your files. Sorry, this is still last year's kids' names in there, I forgot. This is the basket where you will be putting your worksheets once you are finished with work, and this is the basket where unfinished or incomplete worksheets will be kept, and then as soon as you are finished with your work, you will have to come fetch those that you haven't finished and make sure that they end up in here. Okay, stationery boxes where all of your stationery, once we have packed it out, we are going to put the extra ones in there, and that is where they will be kept safe. And then there was one more request from my side. Okay, so this is a very big class with no windows really that go to the outside. We do have ventilation over there in the reading room, and I have a fan at the moment at my desk. But you kids might overheat. It is very hot this time of the year. So I'm please asking the parents if somebody has an extra fan. I would like 2 for the classroom. I would like to put one here so that it can kind of cool down the kids sitting in this area. And then I would like to put one over here at the back to cool down the kids in this area. Of course, if you want to sing 3, that would also be great. I will find a space, but the point just being extra fans will be appreciated. And that is our class. Grade 2, I cannot wait to see you on Tuesday. I cannot wait to get started. I've already copied our worksheets that we will be doing next week. So very, very, very excited to meet you, to see you. I can't wait for us to get to know each other. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely weekend, and that you are looking forward to this year as much as I am.